Welcome back to the morning show here with Pelle and Torrie. How's your day going today, Pelle?
It's going good. We're flying high here in central Manitoba.
Hopefully traffic wasn't too bad today on the number 3. Looked, there was a lot of construction happening this morning.
Well, I did see the regional hitchhiker caught on the side, so things are flowing as normal.
Was that a... You sure that was a hitchhiker or just a crackhead, pal?
It was your mom.
That it probably was. Dad finally kicked her out of the house.
So, a crackhead and a hitchhiker. Your mom's not a crackhead. I take that back.
Sometimes I think so, pal. Sometimes I think so.
Yeah, that fake laugh. Eh? Dude, is there still radio hosts? Is that still going
dude,
on?
It's funny you brought radio up because I have a thing I want to ask you about radio.
Oh, I knew it.
Yeah, radio is... I
you
love...
even did that.
I love radio. I like radio shows.
I actually don't mind them.
I do too. Like, especially in the morning when I'm groggy a bit. I'll like, wow, what's going on in our most populated city?
Yeah, what's Winnipeg? Dude?
Yeah.
What's Ace Burpee up to?
I can't stand him. Dude.
No?
I cannot stand him. Oh.
I remember my grandparents had a radio, and we couldn't get anything really other than that and the Eagle. So I'd always turn it to that. So every morning in summer, I'd wake up to the Ace Burpee show. And I was like,
yeah.
I forget what it was. If he had like a laugh or something that was off.
I don't know. And when I found out that Ace Burpee was like short and bald, I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
I've heard that you're not supposed to trust a bald person.
Well, and there is a thing, you got a voice for radio.
A face for radio.
Oh, there we go. Yep. We'd get there.
Bazinga.
Knew we'd get there.
Yeah, but there's. I think the thing is like when you listen to a podcast, you kind of want to listen.
Also, what we're doing is pretty much no different than a radio show.
Oh, it's way less entertaining. No, it's like here you're talking about certain things. Where on the radio, it's almost like you can zone in and out if you want to.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And they always have like some gimmick going on with like a giveaway, which I'm sure podcasts never ever do, right?
Call in to 911. Just fuck with people. I'm trying to think of, is there podcasts that do a giveaway during the podcast? Like we'll have a caller call in.
I don't know. That'd be sweet though.
Why has nobody adopted that from radio? Because that is kind of fun.
Yeah, but also we're never live.
Yeah, it's true too. That's true too.
They'd have to call in. It'd be kind of funny though, like when the podcasts get released, and then we know who's actually listening.
Yeah,
because we know 72% of you are not actually following us.
Good call.
We know that. We see that, people. We have analytics. We got people in the back cooking up stats, and 72% of our followers that listen to us, pardon me, not followers, don't follow us.
Yeah. So if you guys are part of that 72%, not only is that incredibly disrespectful, but you would be loved and cherished in this house, and we would love you to be part of the team here. Well, you wouldn't work here, but...
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could always use a few more bodies for sure for interviews. That'd be great.
Actually, you could work for an episode.
Yeah. If you follow us, we'll get you an interview. You can say whatever you want.
Amen, man. That's enticing.
Yeah, and dicey as well. So
the compromise is we also get to say whatever we want.
Yeah. So better be good. Better become swinging.
You're in radio mode.
I am. Can you hear my voice? Yeah, it's wild. I can't turn it off now.
It's gonna be the whole thing.
Problematic.
Fireworks.
Yeah.
I also why in Canada? Maybe you've heard this, but it seems like more so American radio stations will have musicians play sometimes like live at the radio station.
I like that though.
Oh, I love it.
That's the best. They need to do that.
I've never heard it on a Canadian radio station.
I don't think our radio stations are big enough.
Just the station itself is too small.
Yeah. I don't think Santa Lucia is paying enough for sponsors. So they can't,
that's a deep cut.
Yeah. Or what? Who else do I always hear?
Yeah, Pony Corral.
No,
are they doing any radio ads?
It's always Santa Lucia Pizza.
Yeah.
Shout out Santa Lucia.
Yeah, they're pumping ads. Are they still? Do you still hear them? I haven't listened to radio for a while.
Every now and then on my drive in, I'll listen to radio. Yeah, I'll hear them. Yeah.
I listen to the Maverick quite a bit because it's in the morning.
I can't listen to local radio.
Like local stuff.
Like local, it
has to be outside.
Oh,
outside perimeter.
Yeah. Just it seems so corny out here.
But yeah, I get it. Local, like the 105, though, is like country station, so it's like a little bit mellow as I'm driving to work, and I get the weather. You know.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can check your phone as well,
That is true.
and you have Spotify. So
Get the weather on Spotify. Can you get the weather through Spotify?
no, but just
Yeah,
you want
I know
country
what you mean.
music.
I'm just thinking, does anybody do the weather though?
Yeah.
Does anybody have
And
them?
a daily single of today's weather? But it's a song. It's
Yeah.
in a song. Yeah,
It's just it's a podcast that they release right in the morning. Just fucking
banging.
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, radio. So yeah, what I was driving the other day, and I remember like a good song came on the radio, and I cranked my radio up, and as a kid, and when I say kid, as like a 16-year-old boy who just got his license, I thought that if I only turned up the volume for good songs, the radio would know that, oh, everyone's turning up the volume, that they'd play more good songs.
I wonder if they do, Tor.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna put it past.
Yeah, like, do you think they have like a statistic? Oh, everyone seems to be turning up
72%.
Yeah, seems to be turning up the volume.
Yeah, how do they know what's good? Like, how do they know what to play? Like in terms of back, like before the internet type of.
Yeah, because someone would have had to been like, these are good songs that I like, so everyone else must listen to these songs.
Yeah, were people calling in?
But also, any new stuff that comes out, it will most likely make the radio if they're a major person.
It kind of drives me nuts though. I have heard a couple of times like the TikTok songs on the radio.
Yeah,
and it kind of like the song would probably be good, but you've heard it about 5,000 times.
And you've seen like the videos.
You've seen people
doing unspeakable godly things to those songs.
Underage children dancing to them, and you're like, oh, I can't listen to this now. Yeah, that's it. So the radio turning up the volume.
Yeah, so like if I got a song that I want to hear like consistently, I would crank that volume
That's
up.
sick, dude.
Yeah.
And there's something to be said of turning up the radio on a good song. That's different.
That is different.
That's different. Like you don't get that from Spotify.
No.
You don't get that from Apple Music.
And Spotify's like shuffle fucking sucks. It's
who
brutal. I don't know who does it.
like Apple discovered the shuffle in their first iPod.
And it works.
Spotify's still trying to fucking figure out how to do
It's
it.
the same 10 songs.
Yeah, it's not shuffle.
No, it's wild.
Yeah, but like it's that guess of like what's gonna be on next, and it's a banger.
Yeah, oh yeah.
There's no high
It's
quite
a
like
sweet
that.
treat for sure.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you're like, this okay.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
in
baby.
it. And you're always doing something where like you can enjoy it, you know? Like if
Yeah.
I'm driving to work
Nowhere to be.
and I don't feel like I'm gonna have a good day at work, I hear that good song on the radio. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna kill this day.
Yeah, hell
I'm
yeah,
gonna
man.
crush this day.
Now, hear me out. Do you, if you're listening to a really good song, whether it's Spotify, radio, whatever, do you get out of the car before it's over, or do you wait for it to be done?
I write it out.
Yeah,
Specifically on radio.
yeah.
If it's on radio, I'll write it out.
Yep.
But if it's on Spotify, I'll just get out.
Okay.
Really, yeah.
I heard something that you're never supposed to get out of a car if it's a good song.
Really?
You're supposed to stay and wait,
Mm.
which I can appreciate that.
It's like-
I can respect a man who would do that.
It's courtesy, right?
So I can Limp Bizkit rolling.
Yeah, good songs. Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of Korn lately.
Hell yeah.
Couldn't name a song, but I've been listening to a lot of
Really?
Korn lately. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I know 3 Korn songs. I think it's Twisted Sister, Twisted Centuries. Could be very wrong.
You're probably close.
What else is there? Is it Blind?
Sounds like you don't know.
Is that another one? I don't know. I have 3 songs.
You just listen to
and-
Skrillex Korn album.
And if they come on shuffle, I play them, but they don't really come on shuffle very often. So,
when they do,
do you see that Korn had an Adidas collab
like
recently? Yeah, the Sambas. They're doing Korn X Adidas Sambas.
That's cool.
They're kind of sick.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I could see why, like growing up and like getting into music now, even like as a adult, I never really got the Korn thing for a long time.
I get it now.
Yeah, and it's their older stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't get better. Like it doesn't, like their music doesn't get better as time progresses.
No, but neither does any of those bands really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess depends. If you're a fan of Linkin Park when they started, you probably weren't one towards the end of their stuff.
Yeah, and I mean their last 2 albums, Linkin Park, I don't recall.
You didn't like them too much?
I didn't really recall replayability.
Yeah. There's not many that come back and just drop a absolute banger in there. Can you think of any? Any bands that feel like maybe the Eagles did later on? Like they were around forever and dropped a few albums.
I don't know. I really don't know.
When did Welcome to the Jungle come out by Guns N' Roses? Wasn't that later in their
In the
career
80s?
too? Was it 80s? Yeah.
I don't know. Really don't know.
Trying to think
Late
of who else.
70s. I'm gonna ballpark it. Say it was in the 70s or 80s, just
Let's
so
actually
that covers
check.
it. I don't really know.
I'm curious now.
But Guns N' Roses, they need to retire.
Are they still going?
Yeah, yeah. The lead singer just sounds terrible now.
Just, just rough.
He looks like a potato bag. Like if a sack of potatoes could sing.
87.
Really?
Yeah. I remember it was later than I originally had thought it was.
Interesting.
But 87. I thought it was actually maybe in the 90s, but no.
Huh.
Not the case. It must have been a cool time to be alive where all you had was really the radio and a cassette.
Yeah, and no cell phones or anything.
Just
No.
living.
And you only found out about good music on the radio.
Yep.
So
On the radio or the streets if someone gave you a CD or
Yeah.
a cassette mixtape.
I remember cassettes when they wouldn't rewind when you got it and they wouldn't. Oh, I hated that.
Did you ever have, or did anybody ever have like the duo one where you could record?
No,
Yeah, you could record the radio.
really, and then
Yeah.
duplicate. Yeah, okay.
That was kind of cool.
It is neat. That was a very short time period for me with cassettes. So I
Yeah.
think I might have had a Walkman with a cassette player
Yep.
it was like a Sony yellow one. I
Yeah.
remember it very specifically.
Me too, man. A little rubber on the
yeah, I loved it. And 3 years, maybe 2 years,
And
and then
you're-
I was listening to CDs.
Yeah. You know what was nice about that they should bring back, I think, is the satisfaction of the buttons on cassette players.
And that noise, and like when you would pop the cassette open.
Yeah. It was all
Yeah.
like big, like good
Very
movements.
mechanical.
You knew those buttons were going to
Yeah,
last.
yeah.
You went to the CD player, they were almost level with the CD player itself.
Nothing digital really about a cassette player.
No.
It was all mechanical.
No glow in the dark yet.
Yeah.
That had an era too, eh? Who discovered that shit and was like everything? Every fucking thing's getting glow in the dark now. Hey, nice T-shirt, bud.
Yeah, glow in the dark.
Be a shame if we couldn't see you at night.
And as a kid, I always thought that shit was like radioactive.
There's
Like
something
it was
up
like
with it.
hazardous. Yeah.
I never got, my sister had the stars that
I
you'd
never
stick.
had that either.
And I would like when she moved out when we were older, they were still there, and I moved. Her room was bigger, so I moved into her room.
And you just like kept them.
It pissed me off, dude. 'Cause I'm like, these freaking things are still glowing on the ceiling. I'm trying to sleep.
Were they that bright?
No, just enough that you noticed that they were there, and just enough like piss you off, kind of thing.
Did you ever have popcorn? Did you have popcorn ceilings at your place?
Yeah.
When you were like sleeping in bed as a kid, did you ever like imagine patterns and stuff in the popcorn
No.
ceiling? No. I did that shit all the time.
You were an indoor kid. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
I was.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, like I would like lie in bed and then I would look at the popcorn ceiling and then I would like see patterns and shit like characters like that I could make out of the popcorn.
Damn,
That was fun.
it's kind of neat. I might do that now. Might
Yeah.
find a good popcorn.
You
ceiling.
have popcorn ceiling?
We did actually when we moved in.
That was the
we were
worst
jealous.
because you'd play like mini sticks in your basement and
You'd
then
hit the
you would hit the
ceiling.
ceiling and all that shit would fall off.
It's probably asbestos too.
Yeah. Oh, probably.
Yeah, man, the radio, man. That is another time. We should. There should be a revamp. I could see a renaissance of radio.
Well, you could say like satellite radio is.
Is it still bumping?
When we went on our buddy's bachelor,
Was that satellite?
Bryce's parents' vehicle had satellite radio in it.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was good. Yeah.
It was fun. Yeah.
Would you guys octane or what?
Pitbull radio. It
Whoa.
was
like, is it Pitbull's radio station?
Yeah, and it's all like mix of Pitbull songs and like reggaeton music.
That's kind of sick.
It was awesome.
That's kind of sick. That's actually you're rolling with transitions today.
Yeah.
How about speaking of road trips? How about the camp?
The bachelor party.
a
Yeah, it
little
was
camping.
fun.
My
It was-
highlight.
Terribly hot.
It was very hot. My highlight was our neighbor. Who-
Would you say she was like a ICP fan?
I think she was trying to see something, but I think it was the Lord.
Yeah,
It might have been
because I think
posses.
I think if I was to, she looked like what is it, a gigolette?
Juggalette.
Juggalette. Yeah, yeah.
That's not a nice thing.
No, it's weird word, but yeah, she.
Yeah. To describe this lady, she had dreads. She had a piercing through her nose.
And her eyebrow.
And she was ripping a bong the entire weekend. And I don't mean evening, morning, anything. I mean evening,
And
afternoon, and morning.
And
always.
it wasn't just like a normal bong either.
No.
It was like a $500, like, I'm pretty sure it might have been a butane combination as well. Like, I think she was dabbing it up as well.
She sounded rough. She'd hit
Yeah.
that thing, and you thought maybe someone was gonna keel over.
She coughed like me, dude.
It was
Yeah.
not good. But she did when we showed up. Like, you guys showed up before us. I want to hear what happened with you guys. I haven't heard yet.
She, honestly, though, very friendly.
Yeah, super nice.
Always willing to help us if we needed something. So that was cool about her. Don't mean to rip on her, but she was clearly ripping, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we were probably annoying as fuck, too. So,
Yeah.
when we showed up, you guys had your tent set up.
Mm-hmm.
Me and a buddy, Dylan, started setting up my tent. And he's kind of helped me along. It's a pretty easy tent to set up. And she walks over, does not say a thing, not a word, and starts building the tent with us.
Nice.
Silently building it with us, putting the top on, doesn't say anything. I'm looking at Dylan. Dylan's like, what is going on? I'm like, whatever. She's helping. Finishes up. I'm like, thanks. She's like, no problem. Just walks away. That was all she said.
She had leftover food, and she's like, I don't know if you guys are hungry, but I have this leftover food. I just made it. Would you like some? And it's like garlic mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese.
Was it good?
It was fantastic. But the whole time I'm eating it, I'm like, there's probably so much acid or fucking drugs in this shit.
That would be so
I
good,
was just waiting. I was eating this food. I'm like, when is it going to hit, you know?
You're just walking around
I kind of like watched.
looking for popcorn ceilings.
Yeah. I watched Leighton eat it,
Yeah.
and I'm like, all right, it's good.
Would you be able to tell with him, though?
No. Well, oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you think
that
so?
guy's on something?
Yeah?
Yeah, he might say more than 2 words. You
Okay, he goes the
know? Like,
other way.
yeah, he might butt up, you know?
Most people start shutting down. He starts shutting up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, shooting up, maybe. Yeah.
Just-
Imagine that guy, hey, with a drug addiction. That'd be crazy.
No, don't put that on that friendly giant.
God, that'd be wild. Just fiending in Winnipeg. He can't say anything. He's like too shy, but also like
He's getting it.
fuck it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just taking it
yeah,
quietly
that'd
from
be
people.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was, like you said, it was an absolute scorcher. Did you get sunburnt at all?
I burnt the shit out of my knees, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's
Absolutely
right.
burnt the shit out of my
I
knees.
didn't get burnt at all.
Brutal. And the worst part is it was just this knee because
a
I
cap.
missed this knee with the sunscreen. Fuck, I'm dumb.
That's funny. Yeah, I think everybody did pretty good on the sunscreen. I know the Bachelor there, he got front side of him was pretty fried.
He got roasted. Yeah, roasty toasty.
That was pretty good.
But also kind of had it coming.
yeah, kind of did.
Kind of had it coming.
Guy was a dick in the water.
Oh my god, he was a dick. I could not believe it.
He was sending us into the banks. I got a few horsefly bites. And I'm not gonna spill. We're not gonna spill all the beans from a bachelor party. Well, we'll share the stuff we can, because
I think also my favorite part of that trip was me and you just throwing down around that campfire.
it was getting late. It was bound to happen. It was like
we're getting a little drunk.
yeah.
Someone said something wrong, and then he was originally targeted at Noah. I think.
Yeah, and he doesn't
about
give
the
a
tar-
shit.
No.
He's like, I know I can egg this guy on, and then all of a sudden it's
And
me
then I
and you.
chimed up, and then all of a sudden, me and you are actually verbally arguing.
Dude, we're like Russia and America.
Oh.
It's just like, who's gonna drop the first nuke? If enough years pass, someone's sending a nuke.
Yeah, and then of course nukes are being thrown back. Yeah,
Back
it's
and
never.
forth. It's mutual destruction.
It's fucking wild.
And everybody else is a witness.
Oh, and I could feel the room too. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, they were uncomfortable about that.
Oh, they got toughen up. You know? Get used to men talking around a fire. You know?
And we've never done that sober. Hey, it's always like
I don't
when
think
we're
so. I think we're logical enough that if we're like not agreeing, we're
Yeah.
like, oh, whatever, it's not that big of a deal. But I think in those moments, both of us kind of dig our heels in. And we're like,
Oh, yeah.
nope, not gonna
Yeah.
fucking let go.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And by the end
wild.
of it, you're just
Yeah, it's fun.
human. It'd be nice if one of them would have chimed in.
It would have been
Just said
because
something
then we could have
ridiculous.
because I know for a fact we would have double teamed that guy.
Yeah.
You know? yeah.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah. It would have been great.
He's stupid, but you're stupider.
Yeah, it's fun.
How many people were in your tent?
3 of us.
How was that?
Plenty of room.
Yeah, because I was lone wolf.
Yeah. And was it humid in your tent? I could not believe how humid it was.
So mine was, I think the bodies in yours made it humid.
And the mouth breathing. There was probably a lot of mouth breathing. Going on in
Someone
there.
was ripping, snoring in the morning. I was like, whoa. I was like, that's across the nation over there.
I could hear Noah in the tent beside.
Snoring?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
He
it
was,
might
he
have
was,
been him.
he was definitely snoring.
I was woken up by the lady next to us every morning because I was pretty close to the garbage
Waking
can.
bacon.
6 a.m., dude.
Let's go.
6 a.m. She's throwing trash out, cooking food.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fucking guess it's time to get up.
And then I never saw her on the river.
Yes, she was.
She was?
She was floating behind us the one day.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you remember she had a speaker?
Oh, yeah.
And it would change volumes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
All by
But,
herself.
yeah.
Kind of made me like,
Concerning?
yeah, but it also kind of shone a light on like the things I do, where I do things like I'm like, I just do it alone.
But also, like, her vibe, 100% makes sense that she was there by herself.
Yeah. Yeah. Do I give off that same vibe?
No.
Thanks, man.
No, you don't.
I had a client. I'm going to ask you this. I had a client say something this week. Not going to tell you who the client is, but they know our whole friend group.
Yes.
This client, we had a discussion who we thought would get a piercing first out of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you say out of all our friends?
Probably me.
That's what you say?
Yeah.
They said me.
Well, yeah.
They said like an eyebrow piercing.
You have tattoos, so...
I'm like, an eyebrow piercing of all things?
No, I could see your ears getting
Yeah, I
pierced.
could do.
Yeah.
I was actually having a dilemma with that. I'm like, it would be cool. Like, I kind of want to do it just to do it. But at almost 30 years old, seems like a little late.
Yeah, but you can take it out.
I know.
I was thinking about doing it too. I think that'd be fun for content.
For a podcast?
Yeah.
That'd be a good time.
Just bring someone in here
Yeah.
and do it here.
No, we should do it ourselves to each other.
No, I'm not.
Like at the same time.
Yeah.
You know how like chicks drink drinks crisscross?
Mhm.
Well, Pierce.
Pierce each other crisscross.
Yeah, one of us
Saying
kind
that
of
out loud
hesitates.
sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's not good. Pierce each other crisscross.
Applesauce.
Dude, that sounds like a sext.
It does sound
I'm gonna
sexy.
pierce you crisscross.
And it's all going to be applesauce.
If you're not careful, I'm gonna pierce you. I might use that.
I've been told in the past that I should get my ears pierced.
You could.
So apparently I got good lobes.
Yeah, you
for it,
could.
So
You
I was
could.
thinking about it.
Don't do hoops though.
No.
Like do gauges. I think.
Yeah, I
Like
think I
just the
do.
little black
Yeah, I do
ones.
both. Yeah.
Diamonds.
Get just giant fake diamonds. That's a loud vibrator.
Yeah, that was
Dang,
hefty.
it's aggressive.
That's like the phones used to be like that.
Would you be kind of nice with vibrating now that we're on the topic?
Oh no.
If phones, judging by the urgency, would vibrate
Okay.
accordingly.
Different direction.
Yeah. So like if it's a really important like notification, heavy vibrate.
See, I had a Google phone, like the first Pixel. And
Dork.
yeah. Fuck, I knew you were gonna say it.
Fucking dork.
And a HTC Android phone.
Dork.
And they vibrated or flashed a light. And I liked the flashing light thing.
The old Samsungs too did that, where you could even select the color
Yeah.
that would light, so then you know who was like messaging you or
Yeah.
what the chat was about.
Why'd they get rid of that?
Because battery life, probably.
Yeah, instead they just fucking light your screen up.
Yeah.
Light it up.
Light it up.
But yeah, but phones were heavier vibrators back in the day.
I would say so. Yeah.
Those suckers you put that on a countertop, it would shake your
It
dinner
would,
off
It
the
would
table.
rattle off the it'd rattle off. Yeah.
You could lose your supper. No phones at the table. That's where that
Yeah,
started.
That's was the reason you might lose your lunch.
That was the original. No one was getting distracted.
No.
You were just going to bed hungry. Hungry and buzzing.
And then they invented Adderall, and then all the vibrations stopped. Ritalin, sorry.
Yeah. But they were heavier. Like the vibration back in the day was way more aggressive, wasn't it?
Yeah, I would say so. Yep.
Yeah, I remember too. I had a razor. You could dent the back, the battery cover, put a little dent in it, and then you could spin it like a top, and it'd spin forever because it's an aluminum cover in the back.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Cool story.
yeah, fucking sick. It was kind of neat too that all our phones died.
Oh, none of us had. And honestly, didn't care.
Didn't care. No.
Didn't care. I'm like, phone's dead. Whatever.
Yeah. What do I need to do?
Yeah.
Emergency's happening. I'm a ways away.
It was very nice.
Yeah.
It's actually really nice.
It was nice. And what else? What else was a good thing?
I almost shit myself.
Oh, tell us more.
Literally almost shit myself.
Walk
I've
us through
never
what
been
happened.
that close to unintentionally pooping myself.
Now, was it?
Not that I've intentionally pooped myself. Let's just clear that up while I'm there.
We should have. We should do that.
Oops.
Silly me.
Stinky.
Clean up aisle 3.
No, it was, I think it was those Busch Light peach flavored beers that I was drinking. Because I think on
Are you
Friday.
sure it wasn't the potatoes and
Oh,
macaroni?
maybe. Yeah, just X-Lax in there.
Fucking good night, boys. Good night, fellas. She knew you'd eat the most, so she's just like
Double dose.
Yeah.
Gotta get the horse trank in there. He's gonna shit himself while he's sleeping. He won't even know.
You're rigged out. Just
That's from that
blowing
picture.
ass. Yeah. Guy was stiffed.
Yeah, so I woke up, it was like 6 a.m. and I've been farting all night. And I was kind of like holding it back. I'm like, I'm so comfortable. I don't really feel like getting up. So I just kept farting and it was working. I felt fine.
Meanwhile, just so you guys remember our earlier conversation, he is in a tent with 2 other people and it is 30 degrees outside and probably 35 inside that tent. Anyways, carry on.
But these are like my closest friends. And like, we're having fun. We're having a goof and a
think
gaff
when
here.
Hitler was gassing the Jews, that's what he said too.
But these are my closest friends. No, we're all having a goof and a gaff, so we're fine. So yeah, 6 a.m. rolled around.
They were sleeping, weren't they?
I farted. They were sleeping. Yes, I farted, and it was one of those ones where at the back end of it, I was like, "This isn't gonna work." So I kind of in a panic, got up. And like, you know how it's kind of like you're dazed a bit when you're sleeping and it's hot and muggy and I'm stumbling around trying to find my shoes and I found it, but I ended up walking to the shitter with just basically my sleeping shorts on and shirtless. And I went shirtless. And like my hair was all over the place. I was a wreck. And as I'm walking, all of a sudden
I didn't know you were shirtless.
I didn't have time to put a shirt on. It was
and this guy has the most Jewish hair you'll ever see in your life.
It was wild.
Anyways.
So like every step I took, it felt like forever. It was scary. And then when I wrapped around the corner of the bathroom, it was literally scratching at the door. And then I walked in the first stall. The first stall was fucked. There was shit everywhere. And I'm like, no, and then there's someone in the middle stall. And then I walked to the last one. And literally, just as I was pulling my pants down, my underwear was just past my cock. Gone. Everything was gone. And it was like pushing.
Oh my goodness. Who was in the stall next to you, dude?
So at the time I didn't know. And I was shitting my absolute brains out. And all of a sudden, all I hear is, I was maybe there 10 seconds. All I hear is the guy next to me, he's getting toilet paper. He's leaving. He's getting out of there as fast as he could. And then I'm like, oh, I guess it was really that bad. So, you know, when you push, like, you see those videos on YouTube when, like, people are cleaning out, what is that? Like ditches and stuff. What is that piping in ditches? What's that?
Culvert.
Culverts. They clean out culverts.
Yeah.
You know, they pull the grass out and then you see the shoots of air and then more grass comes out. Yeah. It was like that. It was anarchy in there.
Did you look back?
I did look back.
And?
It was a mess. It was a mess. Anyways, got it done. Walked back to the campsite. Found out that the guy that was next to me was Leighton. It was Leighton.
The guy was in the firing range.
Yeah, we were in Vietnam. And Agent Orange was coming.
Yeah. Oh,
and Leighton was just like, he's like, yeah, as soon as I heard you sit down, I was like, I had to get out of there. Yeah.
I can't believe you're in there. Like, you went there and were in there shirtless. Did you get sweaty at all?
I did.
Yeah, that's
it was humid as shit in there as well.
That's awesome. Wow. That's incredible. And campsite bathrooms.
They're brutal.
Not
brutal. Everything was, and I was sore and I was tired. Little hungover, actually not too bad. I thought it'd be more.
Do you ever think of like having one of those situations, like you said, Vietnam, like being in like sometimes when I get sick or like I get hurt or something or you have an upset tummy, I think, man, what would I do if I was in like an actual like pressure situation?
Like where you have no other option.
Yeah, what do you do if that happens? You just blow ass and
crazy, right?
touch grass or what?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Well, good for you, man. Are you doing better now?
Yeah, we're fine. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Drive home was good?
Drive home was good. Yeah, I slept about halfway.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
Yeah.
Did they give you a hard time at the border?
No.
They gave us a bit of a hard time.
Classic.
Kept asking if we had beer.
Okay.
And he's like, why wouldn't you guys bring any beer over? We're like, oh, we just didn't want the hassle or whatever. He's like,
and we knew that we couldn't bring beer back.
well, he's told us. He's like, you can bring this much back. We're like, no, it's fine. He's like, are you sure? And I'm like, I'm thinking he knew we were in the same group because you guys were right ahead of us. And he was trying to see if one of our vehicles, if we would be like, yeah, we do have a case. And then you check the vehicle.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was really pushing it.
When they do that shit, I want them to search me. You know?
Of course.
Fuck them.
Find it.
Waste my time.
Yeah.
You know?
Waste your time too.
Yeah. Like, oh, that drives me nuts.
Yeah, sometimes they go, Emerson always seems pretty good though. Like Emerson seems smooth.
It's always the Canadians, though.
Yeah.
It's never the Americans.
No, they don't care, man.
And Americans had 9/11.
Yeah, not us.
They don't, like, you
What's
would
our
think
last terrorist attack? Trudeau.
these fuel prices,
Hey, milk.
price of bread.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure there wasn't there a recent shooting at a mosque in Quebec, right?
That's just
That killed 11
that's a
people.
little friendly fire.
That was wow, dude.
I take that back. I didn't know about this.
Wow.
That's wild to say.
That is wild to say. Yeah.
Yeah, I take that back.
No, it was a white guy. I'm pretty sure that.
Yeah, checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're usually that way.
Wow, I can't believe you said that.
I didn't know about this. I thought you were joking at first.
No, I was not joking.
Well, now I know. Not in good taste.
Proceed.
Hope everybody's okay.
That was not tasteful.
Hope everybody's okay.
Wow.
Speaking of shootings, you hear the news?
Yeah.
Let's talk
Look
about
at
that.
this. Look at our transitions. Here.
We're on it, dude.
This is great.
I did
yeah.
make a mistake a few seconds ago, but we'll breeze past that,
Yeah.
and we will go into just by the nick of his ear, eh?
Yeah, he got away with that one.
How about that, dude? What do you think about it? Tell me what you think.
I think he's winning now.
Oh, I agree.
I think he's winning, which is wild. And like that photo and like the whole thing was, I don't think you could write it.
It was unreal, man.
It was unreal.
And the fact I was watching a thing where it was like he turned his head, and the bullet when he was turning his head would have already been in the air.
Yeah.
So he turned and then it hit his ear. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Do you think if the other side did that, do you think they make it through? I mean, I hope they do.
I don't think Biden's that quick though.
I don't think he is either. But I hope. I don't want to be the person to say I hope anybody goes because
No, that's for sure.
I
It
think
was
that's
definitely
one thing.
not tasteful, which is nice because you see both sides now being like that was too far.
Yes.
Which is at least that's refreshing.
Yes. It does seem unifying.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
And I think there's the thing about it is people like will have differences in opinion and get mad, but most people, I would say like 90% of people, they'll agree that they don't want anybody to die, you know what I mean, or get shot or something like that. I think that's what brings people together.
Is murder.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you're like but I mean, I did hear a few people say some crazy stuff though.
Yeah. There's
Tenacious D
those
thing?
nut jobs that are like want people like it's like no.
Yeah.
No one wants to die.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I kind of got sucked into the YouTube rabbit hole of people breaking down the whole situation.
Yeah,
I got deep in it.
No, you really?
It's getting I got to back off of it. Yeah.
No.
They were laying out the sniper routes and all this stuff and the strategy. The one thing that I didn't does seem pretty consistent is whoever was on staff for the Secret Service
It kind of dropped
was
the ball.
pretty shit.
Yeah.
Like the girl who's trying to put her gun back in her holster. It's like, hey, you should be able to do that shit. And then there's
then watching her trying to get up onto the stage, God, that was painful.
That's brutal, man.
That was painful.
That's what is it called? I don't even know what it's called. I'm not even.
And like you're like the best of the best when it comes to like protection.
Yeah.
And you can't jump the stage?
Yeah. It seems like there's a few issues there.
The only thing I can think of is that it was like in the moment and it was just like pure panic, and she panicked maybe.
Yeah, but your job
You're
is
not supposed to
yeah,
panic.
you're literally hired
yeah, to not panic.
to not panic.
Yeah. And I also saw like clips of like the people that are in the event saying there's like a shooter on that building.
Yeah.
You guys should maybe go take care of that. And it was just kind of disregarded.
Yeah, and the guy was only like 150 yards away.
But all I can say is this generation that is here could never do the RFK thing.
Like what thing?
Like the murder of like
JFK.
Sorry, RFK.
Easy.
Sorry.
You trying to predict something here?
No, I'm not. But yeah, JFK. Like that shot was what, 150 meters away?
Yeah.
Or something? It was crazy.
Yeah.
And that guy, and this is like the 40s. Now you got like a kid who can't even hit a broadside of a barn from 150 feet.
Yeah, kid missed him.
Yeah, they're just built different back then.
Mm-hmm. And the kid had all day, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the video of the people just
He shot
like,
3 rounds.
there's a guy up there.
Yeah.
Like, guys,
Yeah.
there's a guy up there.
Yeah.
You just see him rolling around with his gun. You're like, you should probably take that guy out,
Yeah.
guys. Yeah, they wouldn't make it. They would make the cut.
Yeah. They don't build assassinations like they used to, you know?
No, it's just a breakdown of the system,
Mhm.
Do you think it's an inside job?
No.
You think he did a lone wolf?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it was an inside job.
Do you think he was lone wolfing?
I think he was just a lunatic that
Yeah.
saw a way to settle his ideology.
Why do you think, though, why do you think they didn't have the building secured or anything like that?
Honestly, you're at a Republican rally. All those people have guns on them. Why didn't they do something?
The people?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think you kind of leave it up
Second
to the
Amendment,
law enforcement,
Right?
though.
Why?
Because
The whole point of the Second Amendment.
yeah, okay. I mean, that's a good time to use it.
Yeah.
It's a good time to use it. But you think law enforcement
I saw all
should
those.
have
I
it.
saw all those right wingers duck their heads as soon as bullets were flying. You know,
Hey, one of them jumped on top of his family.
That's true and protected.
One of them did do that.
and he passed away, right?
Yeah.
He was a firefighter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, he was a firefighter.
Brave man.
I'm telling you, all firefighters,
Different breed.
different breed,
Unless they're
cops.
volunteer firefighters.
Everyone likes firefighters, eh?
Yeah, because I think they're a good time, you know?
Yeah, and
They're just there for helping.
and yeah, exactly. They only help.
Yeah.
They never like give people tickets or like bust down people's
Yeah.
doors and shit.
Secret Service should hire some firefighters.
Yeah.
I wonder what the next few months brings.
Yeah, saw all those Republicans duck their heads. I did not see one AR-15 fucking nowhere.
Fired out.
Where's all the guns?
Just
Where's all the
fire back.
guns,
That's-
you know?
You know what?
Fire a desk pop, maybe scare them. Fucking-
It might be risky at that point though, because you might all of a sudden it's just a friendly fire.
Distraction.
I heard one guy say that the guy who took the photo.
Okay, yeah.
They're like, that's a ballsy move to have a camera in your hand, aiming it at the president while this is all going
But
on.
we would have never gotten that photo.
Yeah.
And that photo is
Timeless.
unreal.
Timeless.
It's unreal.
Whether you like him or you hate him. That's
Apparently, that's the guy that shot that photo is the same guy that shot the photo of Bush getting the news about 9/11 in that school.
Really?
Yeah, like the one where the Secret Service is whispering in his ear.
that guy needs something, man.
Yeah.
He needs something.
He works for the New York Times, I think.
Legend.
Yeah, really.
Legend.
And being like a civilian, you don't think about like that's a job.
Yeah.
Like
just get that
like
photo.
wartime photos too and
This
stuff.
guy was more brave than the girl. Guy was fucking holding a black camera in his hand, pointing it at the president.
He must have had like press or something on his vest.
Yeah, but you think they have time for that? I think at that point you're just looking for people with
They're
guns.
paid to have time for that though, right? Like they're the best. They're supposed to be the best.
Like the camera guy or the
No, the security.
I mean, yeah, but something happened.
It's true.
What else was there? There's something else. Oh, okay. I did you listen to the Alex Jones?
I
on
did
Tim
with
Dillon?
Tim Dillon. Yeah, it was
That was
hilarious.
good.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
And like
I love it
the
how
way Tim Dillon feeds
Alex Jones.
Alex, it's unreal.
And I like it. He threw every theory at the book
Yeah.
of what could happen. So whatever happens, he hit every one of them.
Yeah, he predicted it.
Yeah, so he predicts it. It's like if you predict everything, yeah, you're gonna be right. You know, like it's like this guy's saying
It's a
everything.
deep state show. We're going to vote.
Yeah. It might be a car bomb, it might be a shooting, maybe poison,
Maybe another pandemic.
it's gonna be something. And it might be before the election. It might be after. And you're like, okay, dude.
That's a broad spectrum.
Yeah.
You
You
hit
got
them all.
everything.
You touch them all.
Do you think, obviously we don't want anything to happen, but do you think before the election something's going to happen again?
No,
I hope not.
I don't think it will. No.
I think they beef everything up and
Yeah, I think we'll be fine.
What do you think? How do you think this? Do you think there's another debate? And do you think Biden finishes this?
I don't know. That'd be cool.
Another one with those two?
I would love another debate now, especially after the assassination attempt.
They're kind of friends though. They called each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Apparently.
Well, I would imagine they would have been like, "Hey, watch them like end up." I could see them like, let's say in a different world, they end up in the retirement home. They don't run a second time.
Yeah,
neither of them.
Yeah,
and they're just like, they're like enemies, But all of a sudden they're like, you know what?
We're not so
You
different.
want to do this puzzle together? We're here. All right, Joe. We'll set aside our differences.
Mm-hmm.
And they finish this puzzle. And you want to know what that puzzle is? It's America.
Oh, baby. Oh,
they
a flag.
They put America back together.
the actual continent or this
Yeah.
country.
Yeah.
Dang. Hey, can you name? I seen a reel today. This is good.
Mm-hmm.
That was brilliant, by the way.
Yeah.
That should have deserved more air than I gave it.
All good. All good.
Can you name 3 countries outside of North America?
Outside of North America? Yeah, Argentina, Brazil, Colombia.
Okay, good job.
Why?
I watched one today, a video of a guy asking someone that, and the person said Africa, Asia, and South America.
Those are all continents.
Yeah.
Well, South America, yeah.
I was like, Africa's a continent too, and Asia's a continent.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fucking, they almost a big dog move,
Yeah. Named them all, really.
Named them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, got them all.
How about you?
Can I name 3?
Yeah.
Congo, Netherlands,
Nailed it.
Japan.
Cool.
Tried to get.
Yeah. Hit them all.
Yeah. I
Touch
see
'em
you
all.
went primarily South America, so I thought I would.
Well,
go
I was
this.
like, I'm already down there.
Yeah, you got that end for the fans,
Yeah.
and I tried to go, get the rest. Iraq,
Yeah.
Afghanistan.
Yemen
Yeah.
or Syria.
We only named war-torn countries.
Vietnam. Korea.
Vietnam. Yeah. Yeah. Where were we at?
You were just randomly pulled the
Randomly
reel
brought
up
that
after
up.
I
Back to
laid
it.
out that great story.
Yeah. The
That's sick.
puzzle. Yeah.
Sick reel, dude.
Where do they finish it? Like, what's the last pieces?
Ooh, the last pieces. Where do they finish it? What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Like, what's the last couple pieces they put?
they
Because
put in
that's
there?
the moment. DC.
I think, yeah. Or the last few pieces are them hugging and saying sorry to each other
Yeah.
after they fix the country.
Hell yeah. I could see that actually happening sooner than I could see Polyev and Trudeau.
Yeah.
Like, they just bicker at each other.
Yeah. Yeah, they're kind of both bitch.
They're just me.
Yeah, me. Yeah.
Me.
Yeah. It's like, let's talk about fixing
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
What's
What-
the game plan?
I wonder if politics have always been as big as they are now. Because it's getting old.
It is getting old.
We're ready to change the channel.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Ready to put on the radio.
Ooh. Politics radio has died for sure. That is gone. No one's. What were you going to say? You got something?
I do have something I want to ask you. So, do you ever have like FOMO of missing out when you're dead?
No.
No, really.
Tell me about this.
So one of my favorite TV shows, the series is over,
Yeah.
and I got to wait another 2 years for that TV series to come out. And in the back of my head, I'm like, well, what if I die in the next 2 years? I won't get to see that show.
That's how I feel about the Blue Jays.
Yeah. So you do have
Which is sad because I think this is the same feeling you're supposed to have with children. And we're applying it to a sports team
and a TV show.
What was the show?
Demon Slayer.
Cartoon.
Well, no, it's an anime, but
It's cartoons.
Oh, yeah, it's an
animated.
anime. It's an
Animation? No, it's good.
You got to watch it. You have to watch it.
I've seen
You-
clips
you
with
better
you,
watch
and
it.
it's not
You
bad.
better watch it. Just watch it. Shut up. Just watch it. Shut the fuck up and watch it.
I'm not ready. He's too strong.
Shut it. Just shut up and watch it.
Help me, Billy.
Hey, if I,
How come all the girls
I'll
are
watch
waiting-
anime
Dude.
and you can watch grown men in thongs flexing.
Yeah.
So fuck off.
Yeah, dude,
you know,
we should do
like,
that in an evening.
We both watch that.
Yeah, we throw it on two TVs. Somebody walks by,
Yeah.
they're gay.
Kevin walks by.
Yeah, Kevin.
This is the gayest shit I've ever seen.
Like what he said, he's like, I'm gay, but I'm not that gay.
yeah.
No, that's fair. That's touche. I'll take that. That's kind of funny. How come all the chicks in anime are like way too good looking? Like they never make them ugly
Because
or average.
there are average ones. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they always are like,
Yeah.
bosoms out.
Yeah. Well,
Respect
that
to the
like
woman.
the respectable. I think they know their demographic. They're like larger demographic.
Like
yeah.
what is it?
A lot of incels.
Come on,
So-
sorry.
I'm not calling myself an incel,
I'm not saying you are. I'm saying be nice.
but that is the demographic. The majority of anime fans,
Yeah.
like prior to
I thought
5
they
years
were
ago,
just horned up men.
yeah, exactly, incels. They just put their energy in like things that are not great.
Do you think the shooter at the Trump thing had any anime? on
Oh,
him?
bull, for sure. You saw that jawline, dude. Come on, that guy looked like he got kicked in the head by a horse. Did you see his face?
I seen pictures.
His
yeah.
face. He looked like the troll guy. You know, like the troll face.
Yeah.
He had such an what is that, underbite? What is that bite?
You just want to see it like an attractive person do it, eh?
It'd be kind of nice, you know.
And just get a little bit of relief.
Well, yeah, like whatever happened to attractive, like
Crazies.
crazies, you know?
Yeah.
They're
People
always,
give
they're
them
always
grace,
like
you know?
they're always like gross looking.
All you do is you hit someone with a car and then you just change your gender and then you get away, you know? Ugly people can't do that. They're like, you're still fucking ugly. Like you did this shit.
But
You
to be
piece
fair,
of shit.
wait. To be fair, Caitlyn Jenner,
I didn't say that.
she definitely hit someone with her car and killed them.
Maybe.
She definitely killed somebody with her car while drunk driving,
Yeah.
and she's not in jail.
Well, you mean he's not in jail?
She's
not in jail.
She's
She
not
might
in
be.
jail. Oh, Bruce
Bruce
got
might be,
locked
yeah.
up. Yeah. Yeah. Let me out. Sorry, I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, dude.
It's ma'am now.
There's like you fucking did
Yeah.
something in society.
Yeah, that's true.
Ah, you're good.
And that got swept under the rug, hey?
Yeah, dude.
Kind of just got cleaned up. Wonder how much money they had to pay for that.
Kardashians made it back.
That they did.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's all interconnected, you know. But
Crazy.
so you get FOMO from Demon Slayer.
Or like just missing out. Like, okay, like you said, okay, if I die, let's say theoretically tomorrow, call my shot there.
Let's just say
Yeah.
tomorrow.
I won't get to see the Blue Jays ever win a World Series. And
Yeah.
that like stresses me out. But then, do you know what's funny? I'll go for supper, completely forget that I had that thought.
Oh, that's good though.
Do you know what
that's
I mean? Yeah.
good. That's
but like,
healthy.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it's a pretty intense thought, but it's also healthy that you're forgetting it
Yeah, but then I'll bring it up again, like through 6 months. Like, I thought of that again.
on
Shit.
a podcast.
Yeah, on a podcast. Yeah, same with my friend. Yeah.
No, that's good because it'd be concerning if you were always thinking that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Or like-
man, I hope I don't die today.
Or
I
like
wanna-"
you hear of like someone who there was a YouTuber who was a big anime fan,
Okay.
and he committed suicide. And in his last like video, he said, "I guess I'll never see this show. I guess I'll never see this show. Guess I'll never see this show. But that's all right, guys." And he like jumped off a bridge or something.
And what's your thoughts?
I'm like, that's sad. That's
It's-
really
It's
sad.
sad, but I mean, the fact he's missing out on the show is his fucking choice. He turned the TV
Yeah,
off.
yeah, I
dude.
know. But like this, but in my head, I'm like, yeah, it would have been too bad he couldn't see that because he
Yeah.
seemed really
Yes.
into that stuff, which is
Yeah.
unfortunate that he did that. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
but also, stick around, bud.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't head out. We got you. You can come on the podcast.
mhm. Yeah.
Then things don't seem so bad for you.
yeah, it just gets broadcasted to the internet. Then
Yeah, maybe it's time.
maybe, yeah,
maybe it's time.
let him know. Let him
Maybe
know.
there's a listener out there who's
Get diagnosed.
getting. There it is.
Get diagnosed.
There it is.
So yeah, I was thinking about like, yeah, dang, it'd be shitty if I just magically died and wouldn't get to see the Jets win a Stanley Cup. Wouldn't get to
Yeah.
see.
What
like-
would be sporting wise? What's your peak?
Oh, Blue Jays World Series.
Yeah.
100%.
What would be you'd be okay with though?
What would I be okay
Like,
with?
what would you settle for?
What do you mean settle for? I'm not
Like-
settling, bro.
Yeah, I like Torrie. This is good.
I don't settle.
This is good. Like you wouldn't do Stanley Cup Finals Jets. No cup,
No,
but finals.
no, I want just World Series.
You wouldn't do
Blue Jays.
Game 7 World Series loss, Blue Jays.
No.
Okay. I
Game
respect
7
that.
loss, dude.
Yeah,
no,
yeah. But they made
That's-
it that last game of the
no,
season, dude.
No, they got to win it all.
Okay.
That's heartbreaking.
I don't think that's
I would
gonna
rather
happen.
not make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I would rather not make. Does that make sense? Rather
Yeah.
than have the Jays lose a World 7.
Well, you
World
got your wish.
7.
you
lose
got
a World 7.
you got your fucking wish this year, bud.
Yeah, they're not making anywhere. And next year and the year after, probably.
Oh,
it's gonna be
sad.
dark.
It's a sad.
Dark days are ahead,
Well, I don't even
Let
know
me
where to
tell ya.
start there, man.
and it's not even enjoyable to watch.
it's bad.
It's like we don't even have two guys that are really good to make it entertaining.
No, you don't, or a youngster that's just like we
Yeah.
have some youngsters that have potential, but it's not like anybody with hype.
And they're not playing enough to even like.
I don't get that, man. How they don't play those guys.
Yeah.
But
Well, and it's kind of like that in hockey too. Like our hometown team, they have all this young talent in the pool in the AHL. They just don't play them. It's weird. It's like these guys are like
what do you think the politics is in that kind of sports? You think you get like your last name pulls you a long way? You
I
think?
don't know. No
Or
idea.
your, you know what I mean, or your connections.
Oh, for sure, and specifically in hockey, 100%.
Because like one of the things I heard
100%.
was like Davis Schneider.
Yeah,
Like he was pretty much almost like governed the whole time.
yeah,
Like he was like had to flip and fight to get any
yeah.
chances, kind of thing.
yeah. Which is why he's such a good player now, is
Yeah.
because he's got that callus on him.
Yeah. That credit to people who can do that. That's
not
crazy.
give up.
Yeah,
And
especially
he
like,
even thought about quitting, right? At one
Yeah.
point.
especially in baseball, because you don't make it a lot of times into the majors until you're like mid-20s.
And it's streaky.
Yeah.
It's all mind games. Like I feel like hockey, if you're good, you're good.
Well, yes. Speaking of baseball and mind games, yesterday we played softball. I didn't think I was gonna hit a ball straight.
No.
I walked up and I'm like, I'm not gonna hit one straight.
And you got in your head, right?
Yeah, and then the guy on our bench actually said, he's like, don't squeeze the bat so hard.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I loosened off. Freaking nailed a couple.
Yeah.
I was like, right on, we're back
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
thing.
That
But
was-
it's such a mind F.
Well, like I was popping out a lot too in the previous game that we played
Mhm.
before you. And then I went to my dad and I'm like, because he watches all the games.
yeah.
I'm like, Dad, what am I doing wrong? He's like, Tor, you're swinging up at it. You got to keep your shoulders level. And I'm like, oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So like, because I golf so much that my
Yeah.
swing's fucked now. So I would like drop my back shoulder
Yeah.
and then try to swing up at it,
You just
which
send
is what you do
sky.
with driver. Is you want to like kind of dip and
Yeah.
swing. And so what I did is I ended up raising this arm and keeping my like shoulders levels when I swung through, and it helped get that like ball out and not up.
Yeah, because in the game yesterday, you were flipping scorching them.
Yeah. So that was
yeah.
that was cool. I'm like, wow. I'm like, thanks, Dad. And I remember the first at bat I had yesterday,
Yep.
I was doing that shit again, and all I heard in the bag was my dad, Torrie. I'm like,
I
fuck
actually
you,
didn't even see
you
your flipping parents there.
I'm like, you, Dad's coaching me. I'm like, I'm 30, and it got to my fucking head. I'm like, I was like, what if then I got up at bat? I'm like, oh, okay, I'll straighten it out, and then I got
Yeah.
on base, and when I'm on base, I'm like, wow. Can't believe my dad fucked me up that much. That I was like, I'm like, no.
You took it to heart.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
just-
like, holy shit, I might have dad issues.
yeah. Well,
You know?
what's up, dude?
Pleasure.
Pleasure to meet
Thug.
you.
Pleasure.
Maybe
Yeah.
we can get together and all build a country,
yeah,
huh?
Yeah, you know, that'd be great. And I was just like, oh, that's funny that me being 30 and my dad telling me to tighten up while watching a game that really doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, but they'll
God.
do that shit and not be tight at all. You know, they won't clean up their own shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
They'll be loose
Yeah.
as a goose in that
Yeah.
lawn chair,
Yeah.
you know? But they'll
Having
be
a water,
fucking letting
yeah.
you know what to do at 30
Yeah.
years old.
Good bank account, wife,
Yeah.
a kid, a dog,
Got in
nice
the housing
house.
market early.
Yeah, they're fucking living.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
level off your shoulders, pal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. How about I level off you?
Yeah. How about you go for a
Yeah.
walk, huh?
How about you sell your house? You know, spread the wealth. Yeah.
fucking lower
Yeah.
rent,
Yeah.
Dad?
How many businesses do you have?
Yeah.
I can't even get a business off the ground,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
you're getting a pension.
yeah. Yeah.
We don't even know what that's gonna be.
which car are you buying this week?
Yeah, loose, dude. They say loose.
Yeah.
They got fucking nowhere to be either. Old people have nowhere to be and never in a hurry.
Meanwhile, I'm like, fuck, I'm trying to get my father's approval in a fucking softball game.
Yeah, and just stressed.
God, it's funny. That shit's so funny.
Dude, old people have all the time in the world
Now,
and still will be getting ready last minute.
I got to ask you a personal question.
Oh, no.
You don't have to answer this question, but when your dad left,
God.
how old were you?
13?
13.
Yeah.
Would you say you had a personality developed already, or were you able to become who you wanted to become because you didn't have the pressure of your father
This is
looking
good.
at you?
I actually have a thing on this.
Do you know what I'm like?
That's 100%. I will say there's a benefit. Like the pros definitely outweigh the cons.
for sure.
Obviously, if you have a good parents. And my parents were not terrible, just so everybody knows.
No.
But there was a benefit of you kind of had this like, oh, in a good way and a bad way, where you didn't have this pressure to be like, I got to live up to my dad, or I got to do what my dad does. It's kind of like, I can
Be you.
I can be me, and I can try my best at this thing. I mean, my mom was a little bit hard on us, but she had a lot of pressure on her.
Yeah.
So it was like, you kind of do that. And she wasn't necessarily, she was basically like, pay your bills and take care of yourself.
When it comes to guys, it's not as big of an influence as it is with your father.
No.
Because, like, I noticed with myself, like, the shit that, like, I tried to be and do just to make him happy was wild.
Yeah, I didn't have that.
No.
But in a good and bad way, there is something like, you know, if you think about it in the positive way too, you did have someone to like, in a way of like, you do have someone to strive for.
Yes.
In a healthy way.
Yeah, for sure. And give me encouragement when I do well.
Yeah.
And, like,
it probably means you have a good dad if you want to impress him. You know what I mean?
oh, yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
But again, within reason. Like
there's also the other hand where it's too much and they get fucked up.
Yeah, and you turn 45, all of a sudden you're divorcing your wife, you're leaving your kids, and you're disappearing because you never became.
Don't know who you are because you've been trying to become your father.
You just built this fake life, kind of, which that's always sad too. That's tough. Like I wonder though how many dads expect that. You know, because I'm sure there is a big chunk of dads who like would want their kid to be somewhat like them, whether they know it or not.
For sure.
But there's probably also a big chunk of dads who actually are just thinking,
be your own man.
Be you. Don't try don't have that pressure kind of thing.
And a lot of it is internal. Like I know for a fact my dad doesn't care what I do.
Yeah.
As long as I'm happy.
Yeah.
Which is great. But in my head, I'm like, I want to be the best so that I can make you guys
proud. Yeah.
And it sounds crazy, but fuck, is that tough?
Dude, I don't.
That's fucking tough. Because, like, growing up with them, they never had, like, from what I understand, from what I saw as a kid, it was very easy. And it was very tough for me to see that, but I understand their struggles because they had a lot of struggles growing up to get to where they are.
Yeah,
obviously. But I was just like, wow, that's a lot of shoe to fill for that.
Yeah,
for Torrie. So,
yeah, it's like you said though, figuring out how to just be like, hey, you know what, the best thing I can be is happy, and like genuinely happy with who you are or what you're doing, and that will make. Because like them happy.
My dad was 25. He bought the farm from my grandfather, generational farm, and then he was working 3 jobs, 2 businesses he owned himself with my mom, and they were both successful. And like, just I'm like, how do you do that with by yourself?
I mean, things were also about $20, you know?
Yeah,
roughly.
And I guess he was with my mom right through high school, so we had a partner the whole time to help each other.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah, but who knows though? Like I'm assuming you're saying like he was doing good, right? Like,
yeah.
He's doing good, but that was good to him, or that's good for you. Like you're looking at it being like that's good.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if you had a farm and you know the same businesses they had, and you're like, this isn't what I like doing. Like I'm miserable.
Yeah.
Maybe for you, being good is something as simple as like you're like, oh, I learned how to play guitar and I'm traveling around playing guitar. Like maybe for you that's true. What you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was good for him.
Yeah, that was good for him, but maybe it's a mistake to wish that.
And then it
you're
gets
in
even
that.
more fucked up if you want, because I bet you he was trying to impress my grandfather as well.
Yeah.
And then that's just generational.
Or even
like,
you.
Maybe, yeah.
Because you, when you were born, now he's like, for a long time, I'm sure there was a chunk of time where he's like,
I want to be the best for my son.
yeah, I don't want my
Yeah.
son seeing that,
Yeah.
I don't want my son bringing over a buddy and driving into a garage door. I want him to have good
Yeah,
friends.
and I really don't want him to start a podcast and airing out all his laundry.
Yeah, tell us a secret about your
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah.
Tell us something that he doesn't want us to know. Where does he live?
Yeah, I'm not dox him. Yeah. No, I was just thinking, I'm like, that's
Yeah, it is.
interesting because like,
But it can also, I think, I will say, I should give credit where credit is due. I did have a good like group of people around me. Like I could see, how you say you can kind of be what you want in a way. You can be what you want.
and then get taken advantage of. And
Yeah,
then go down
or
a bad
you-
route or something.
Some things in life you're like, oh, this feels good, so
Yeah.
I'll go that way.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that isn't good.
Yeah.
So I think I lucked out too, or like I was blessed with people who were also stepped in nicely.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't deserve much credit for like not being an absolute dirtbag.
You deserve
Don't let
a lot
the-
of credit.
Don't let. The
I mean, you are a
tattoos-
dirtbag still.
Don't let the tattoos and fucking
New York.
New
Where
York
you from?
fool ya.
Yeah, but you are still a dirtbag, so that's
Hell
fine.
yeah, dude.
That's fine.
Should have called this
You're a
podcast
teenage dirtbag.
"Teenage Dirtbags." Yeah, we got
Um,
flagged for being underage.
Us?
Shit,
You kidding
yeah.
me? Nah.
They can tell this facial hair.
Back to like our regular scheduled programming. Did you know that lobsters are practically biologically immortal?
Oh Jesus! Why?
Um,
What is this?
Well, because they consistently molt, right? Or molt. Like they come out of their shells.
Okay.
Like, and if they'll just get super big enough where the shell's too hard and they can't come out of their shell anymore. So
Okay.
they'll like grow to death in their shell. But if they're consistently able to like get out of their shell, they'll practically live forever.
Dang. But unless we eat them.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah. But to their own
But
devices.
like if
they
they're
could
like
kinda
left
live
without,
forever.
yeah, they have the opportunity to live forever if they can get out of their shells, which is also somehow tied to humanity.
You know what? That really speaks to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
If we kind of die if we get stuck
If-
in our shell.
Yeah,
Kind of. What are we
Ah.
living for?
incredible.
Holy shit! Is this a Jordan Peterson book?
This is like great. We're all lobsters, baby, just trying to get out of our shells.
It's true, man.
Yeah, we got to malt more.
Is that what it's called?
Is it malt? No, because I think malt is like a shake, right? Like a fucking
Yeah.
ice cream.
Oh, we'll go with it.
Yeah,
I'm good with
yeah.
it. I don't know the answer, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Molt.
What are crabs doing though?
Crabs are just molten.
Just dragging each other down.
Crabs kind of seem like the crazy neighbors
They're fucking
compared to
dicks,
lobsters. Yeah, but they're also kind of funny, because they run sideways.
They're tough
Like,
to eat.
and they're little feisty things.
Yeah.
Fun. I know a few crabs. I know a few crabs.
Yeah, have you ever got them?
No, I never gotten them, but I know a
Have
few.
you
of 'em.
ever had an STD?
No. Have you?
No.
No. I guess not. Hey, that wouldn't. No, I've never had an STD.
We should get one, huh?
Try it
What
out.
do you say?
Which one?
Like we don't do it like the traditional way.
No, we just literally buy it.
Yeah.
And then inject it.
You guys got gonorrhea?
Can I have it?
We'll go ask Leighton
Can I go ask Leighton? Leighton, yeah.
On the
Out of all
street.
people, yeah.
on the street. He's feeding.
Somehow he has them all.
Yeah.
He's collecting them.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, which one would you want if you were to get it?
I don't know enough. Like AIDS, probably. Seems like
Yeah,
you
that-
kind
yeah.
of get like at this point because it's kind of like it seems like it can get you to live a while now.
Yeah,
Seems like you get famous when you get it.
that's true. Yeah.
I don't know any famous
Yeah.
people that or non-famous people who have AIDS.
I know of one person that has AIDS
Do you really?
Yeah.
Like in real life?
in real life. Yeah.
Do you get nervous?
No, I don't.
Do I know them?
No, you don't. It was friends with my cousin.
Which cousin?
And-
D.
Yeah, and he was an interesting cat. Let me tell you that. Am I rhyming?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
you're scatting.
Scatting. These cats are swinging.
Skip it bop bop.
Yeah, he was an interesting dude. So I often asked him, like, "Are you worried about being anonymous?" He's like, "Nah, not really, no." Yeah, that's fair.
What if they bleed? Do you
Well,
get
you have to. It's like you have to ingest their blood, I think, and it's not even. And that's not even a guarantee.
It's crazy that just went away, eh? Like
Yeah.
in terms of
Well, it was all like I think it was
propaganda.
Propaganda.
Who was in charge of that?
Reagan, Nixon.
No, the medication side. Like Dallas Buyers Club. You know who the guy?
No clue.
You should look into it.
Fill me in. Fill me in.
Dr. Fauci.
Really?
Yeah.
Was in charge of
Where they're giving the medication that was killing people. Then saying it was curing AIDS.
Really?
Yeah.
He was ahead of that.
Yeah.
That's concerning.
Yeah. Mr. Fauci.
no one decided to bring that up when he was telling.
People did, but you just kind of get
we're
kicked
talking
off.
about anti-vaccine right now.
This
is great.
You just kind of get kicked off YouTube for that. So
That's wild.
yeah, I'm just saying.
So he was giving out medication that was said to help with AIDS, and it was actually killing.
I don't think he was personally giving it out,
but he headed it.
Yeah.
Did he? And he would have known.
Yeah, I think there was some internal stuff that was conflicting there.
Really?
Like that movie with Matthew
I've never
McConaughey.
watched Dallas Buyers Club.
It's actually a really good movie, but it kind of touches on it. But they don't really tell you who the doctor, who it is, who's doing,
interesting,
who's in confliction. But
this whole podcast got flagged now, so that's sick.
Because that's the thing with RFK. He wrote that book about him.
Yeah, and I never.
Yeah, I didn't read it either, but.
Huh.
I want to listen to it in his voice though, audio voice.
Sounds like he did the medication that Fauci gave
Yeah,
him.
man. Yeah, but
No, that's
just a little
that's creepy.
tidbit, yeah.
That's fucking creepy.
Hopefully this sucker gets cut up into real. People are like this fucking guy.
Yeah. Now Fauci sounds like a pasta,
Yeah, it does.
I get Alfredo with Fauci.
Sounds like an Italian sex position.
Fauci rosé. It's the rosé sauce.
We're gonna get home. I'm gonna lay the Fauci on you. It's like a stinky puss.
Ooh, yeah, that's pussy Fauci. yeah.
That's something you say in a dirty apartment.
Yeah.
Who Fauci'd?
yeah. That's what Italians call a fart.
Yeah.
Who Fauci'd?
Yeah, that's what.
Somebody Fauci'd in here.
Dude, Nikki taught our niece every time they fart to say I roasted. And it's so funny listening to 8-year-olds and 3-year-olds say
I roasted.
And or I'll be like, did you roast? They're like, no, I didn't roast. And I'm like, that's so funny.
That is funny.
The kids freaking rip though, dude. Rip fart.
I don't know, man.
Dude,
I don't know that tent. That tent, bro. I swear
the netting was burnt up.
There's enough hot air in there. We could have probably floated that thing. We could have probably float that bitch. Would have gone right into the river.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, lobsters. Mortal.
Lobsters. Yeah.
Mortal, apparently.
How about our buddy Ryan's tent, eh? Trying to put that. You guys, I want to know, if you listen this far, tell us, comment below or shoot us a message if you've ever dealt with pop-up tents, because those things to repack
are a bitch.
You gotta be Elon Musk to get that sucker back in.
That was incredible to watch, though. It took 4 guys and 5 brains.
Yeah, and then eventually someone with a little bit of battery power.
Yeah. That was fun to watch. And I knew that was going to be a problem.
Yeah, you said it right off the start.
warned it. I'm like, dude, you're going to have a fun time putting that back in. It's like, we'll figure it out when we get down there. I'm like, all right.
We'll figure it out.
Literally, it was like a Pokemon ball. You open it up, threw it out, poop. I'm like, wow, that's kind of neat.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That is nice.
But it's not worth the time to figure out how to put it back in that bag.
My tent, what was nice feature? The tent poles were attached to the tent.
Really?
So yeah, you didn't have to put them in a bag or anything. You just wrap it. So you put the tent poles, you fold the tent enough times, and the tent poles go the width of what you'd wrap the tent up. So they kind of give it structure, and you can wrap it tight.
That is nice. I'm like, that is a good idea.
Who thought of this?
Dang, that is a good idea.
Little fancy pants.
I'm surprised we got our tent all in that bag again.
Yeah, you guys did good.
Yeah.
Tight, snug.
It was good.
Snug.
I'm not going to take credit for that. That was all Bryce that did that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Shout out Bryce.
It's a nice tent.
It is, yeah. It's a good one.
I don't usually say that.
I don't. Catch me homeless in that thing. We live in.
Tents are low-key kind of fun, though.
I love tenting. Because I know, because you got to go in the mindset that it's going to be a shit show.
Yeah, and it's
And like you're gonna be uncomfortable and sweaty and gross. But
kind of
it's
like
fun.
you're moving a little bit too. Like it's like a little new house. You know, you get in there, you're like, ooh, this is mine.
Yeah, yeah. And then you have
Yeah.
your own little corner.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I'm gonna organize my shit in here.
Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
get your
yeah,
sleeping bag. You
yeah.
get sleeping bags are underrated too.
I hate sleeping bags.
Do you?
Fuck, I hate sleeping
Okay.
bags. Not a fan.
I should say I didn't sleep in mine.
Not a fan.
I just slept on top. So
I'm an air mattress guy.
yeah,
I buy an air mattress and sleep on an air mattress.
dude, I can't
Really?
because you just end up fucked up in the morning. Like you might as well sleep on the ground.
No, mine was good. It
You
was-
go to
it
bed
was fine.
happy. You wake up fucking.
Yeah. it
Where
wasn't that
am
bad. Wasn't that bad. Mine wasn't too bad.
Did yours stay inflated?
Yeah, it did.
Shit.
But I do have a terrible track record with air mattresses.
Yeah.
Finally I found a good one. I'm 1 for 4. I would buy an air mattress, take it camping, it would pop the first night.
Pop.
Like yeah, there'd get a rip or something.
What are you doing?
I don't know. No idea.
Playing.
Playing WWE.
Should have put a tarp under it.
Yeah, that would have helped. Yeah.
You should put a sleeping bag under the mattress. Extra cushion.
Yeah, that'd have been smart. Maybe just foam or something.
Yeah, a little foam.
Somehow they'd always get punctured. So
Dang.
I spent like $300, $400 on air mattresses in the last year.
You should just buy a mattress. Fucking bring that.
That would make sense.
Strap that
Yeah.
sucker to the top of the car.
Going camp?
Go on camping. It's just raining.
Oh,
Better than the floor.
that's true. Yeah, it would be.
Sleeping bag is waterproof.
Oh, that would smell though in that heat too. Oh,
Could you
just
mention
a
the
wet mat.
bugs?
Oh,
It'll air out on the way back home though. Just get a can of disinfectant. That's unreal.
what were we gonna say? Oh, did you hear about people putting their toilet seats in dishwashers to clean them?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
I guess because toilet seats are dishwasher safe, so people are to like disinfect
Don't you have to
them better.
unbolt them?
Yeah, and yeah, apparently people are putting toilet seats in dishwashers.
Just fucking take a cleaner.
Yeah, right? Would make more sense, but you want it super clean, throw it in the dishwasher. Apparently. So, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that? Did you also know that like sex toys are also dishwasher safe?
Yeah.
I didn't.
I do.
Yeah.
I knew that.
So now you can
I
put
got
that,
lots.
and then I have a bunch.
Yeah.
Top rack is just dildos
Loaded.
and
Can
flashlights.
Pelle, can I put you just want me to pop this plate and then just no, leave it. Leave it.
it-
Oh, why do you have a passcode? Nothing. Nothing. You just hear from the inside.
The whole house is rattling. How many do you have in here?
What's melted at the bottom of the dishwasher?
That's my kids. Yeah. Yep.
Dino shape.
Comedy.
Comedy. It's just instinctual if you say it. Comedy. Yeah, dude, putting your fucking toilet seat in the dishwasher, it says dishes, not shit-its.
Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, I tried to
Yeah.
change dishes to something with shit. No, that's stupid though.
Yeah, apparently.
No.
Um.
Put your toothbrush in there then too.
Yeah. Why not?
Man up.
Why not? Also, you had like that crusty pee or something on the toilet seat, and you put it next to your dishes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
it's gross. It's
And you have
weird.
to unbolt it.
Yeah, so much work.
Like people won't change a light bulb, but they're ripping their toilet seats off and putting them in the dishwasher.
Or change the batteries in a fire.
Fucking, they won't start an oven.
Yeah. Oh, that drives me.
I won't
nuts.
either.
Yeah.
I like air fryer, but
Yeah.
I know how to start an oven. I'll use it. But most people they're like, oh, microwave.
Yeah.
That you're fucking taking your toilet seat off,
Apparently.
dude. These are the same people. These are the same people who put essential oils like they have like stage 3 cancer.
Yeah. They're fighting.
Yeah,
They're fighting stage 3 cancer with herbs.
yeah, and they're like, oh, this tea tree oil is gonna save you.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, the toilet seat's in the dishwasher. Just put some tea tree oil in there.
Yeah. Peppermint on the
Lavender.
temples. Yeah. little peppermint on your temples.
Yeah, and that does feel good.
Fuck, I hate that shit. Ooh,
I like it. Or like, yeah, dude, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah. Also, I think we got to stop calling dog groomers groomers
Oh, okay.
because it's weird now.
It's
Are
perpetuating.
they trying to fuck my dog?
Yep. No, they're trying to get your dog fucked.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah. You're a nice looking boy. You look young for your age, or pretty old. You look old for your age, or whatever they say.
Yeah.
I don't know, something like along those lines.
Ooh, sturdy.
Yeah, you built like your
Wow,
mom, man.
You got potential.
Yeah, weird. Yeah,
Yeah, but maybe they are.
groomers, and
Maybe.
but like, and then they'll just sometimes drop the dog and just call themselves, "Oh, I'm a groomer." What?
Yeah, that's
What do you-
risky.
what do you-
That's risky.
Yeah, dogs. Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta take my dog to the groomer.
Well, what do you want to change it to?
Dog hairdressers.
Too long though.
That is true. That's
Dog
true.
dresser.
Dog barbers.
Bitch shaver.
Dog barkers.
Oh, he did the news a long time ago.
That's Doug Barker.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's funny. Look at you.
Comedy.
Comedy.
That was a low. That was making up for my toilet joke.
Low hanging fruit.
Oh, what did I say that other one? School zones?
School zones. Yeah, put me in a school zone.
Yeah, that's dog
yeah.
groomers, man.
Cut the groomers from the dogs.
Yeah.
You know? You don't need to be called groomers anymore.
Yeah, just call it. We call it like there's like the one in town here is like a doggy daycare. You can drop your dog off for the day.
Yeah.
We just call it that.
Daycare.
Yeah.
Dog daycare.
Which is kind of weird too.
Yeah, but
Like saying human shit for dogs is weird.
Yeah. I don't know what else you would call that job though.
Yeah.
Groomers.
Shaver.
Fucking groomers.
Esthetician.
Groomers just sounds terrible. Now they might have ruined that word.
Beautifier. Dog beautifier.
Dog trimmer.
Dog buzzer.
Dog clipper.
Yeah.
Guy
Take her
just
to the clipper.
strictly runs over dogs. Fucking clips them.
Doesn't kill him though. Tunk. Yeah, broken hip.
Dog esthetician.
Esthetician, yeah.
Esthetician.
When are dogs getting like Botox and shit?
Oh, it's coming. I already see a couple dogs with them already. So
Yeah, cheeked up.
cheeked up. Yeah.
Little
You
fake
see that
cheeks.
little that. Oh, it's like a Pomeranian or a
How deep are you on the
poodle?
How deep are you in it? Huh?
In that-
you got to
in
get
that-
pretty deep to be getting this.
No, well they're cute.
What page are you on?
I'm just on Reels, dude.
Oh, okay.
A cute little dog, and he's got like a poodle, and the dresser, cut his like fluff into like a booty, and it's funny shit because when he walks, the thing fucking shakes. Looks like he got a BBL. It's great.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. Our dog keeps eating our knives lately.
He's trying to end it or what?
We have a knife block and we have 2 knives left in it.
and he's eating the
She
knife.
keeps reaching up and grabbing him. They have rubber handles.
Did she not cut her mouth or anything?
No, I don't
She's
know
trying
how
to
she's
kill
doing
you.
it, dude.
She's training to kill
You just find you're like, what is that on the? It's a fucking knife. And Nikki has put them back in the cutting block sometimes.
You're gonna wake up at like 3 a.m. You're just gonna see just a knife in her mouth. And
Dude, it's
game
pissing
over.
me off.
It's game over.
It's like, stop with the knives.
That's
Like,
cool.
wreck something else.
That's kind of neat though.
No, now we need a new knife set, and those things aren't cheap, man.
You can just get an affordable knife set.
This makes me say this, though. Speaking of that, if you guys, you're watching the podcast and you want to help us out with me out with a knife set, you guys should continue watching the podcast, share it with friends and stuff so you can help us out.
Yeah, Pelly's dog is not going to be able to get that knife set on their own. So,
Yeah.
and if you want to make Dolly happy, you got to watch the podcast. We cannot have 72% of you popping in and leaving. You're
Yeah.
like Pelly's dad.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't
Well done.
you can't be doing that shit.
Can't be here and then pretending you're not here.
Yeah,
and shit.
you have to stick around, and if you do like what you're seeing, please follow us.
Yeah, like us.
Yeah, like me. Damn it. Fucking like me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. On that note,
Yeah.
like I say we close it down because
I'm good with that.
yeah.
We rolled through. We got an hour 20 here.
Yeah. That next week we better see that number lower.
72. We're 72 now. We're going to see it lower. We're going to see it drop. We trust you guys. We believe in you guys. And you know what? We're going to deliver. We're going to continue to deliver. And
Yeah.
you can expect the best from us.
And there will be an update. We will continue to gaslight you until that number changes.
We'll be checking. We'll have
Yeah.
a live ticker up here
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
70.
72% of our listeners do not follow us. That is a large number considering how many
How
don't
many
have
do follow us?
We don't have a lot of followers, but we have
Yeah.
some.
Yeah, do have some.
So 72% are not actually follow. It's a good chunk of change right
yeah,
there.
give us a follow, guys.
Please. Thank
Yeah,
you.
and catch us in the next episode. We'd love to see you there.
And yeah, just please get diagnosed.
Oh, hell yeah.